So just a quick update on what's going on with the surface grinder. I made a video on putting this chuck together. It's not actually completely put together, but kind of getting it all cleaned up and soldering the wires and all that stuff. But unfortunately, my phone completely broke. So, like bad. When I was making this, I dropped this on the phone, shattered the screen. So anyways, I'll just give you a quick update. I got this all cleaned up, wire wheeled, and took a stone, stoned everything off, and put it all together. I was able to get this apart. Unfortunately, inside here, you cannot like rebuild it, at least not that I'm aware of. And so I couldn't replace this whole cord inside. So I unthreaded this and had about 3/8 of an inch of wire sticking out. I was able to get some solder on it and solder the wires on, and then I electrical taped it and put it all back together with some silicone, so hopefully no moisture or anything gets in there. Actually, RTV, high temp RTV. So I got to button this up with the bolts. I haven't cleaned them up yet. That's the only reason why I just have to clean the bolts up. And then this mag chuck should be good to go. I have yet to test it. I'll do that today. Hopefully make a video of it. And see, I got everything stoned. Just got to put it together now. That's what I stoned everything down with. So I got, never mind this, it's just in the way. This is the wires for it. I got it spliced in. I got butt connectors for it with the shrink wrap on it. That's what I'll use for now. I don't want to use wire nuts or anything. It's 110 volt DC power, so I will check that out, and hopefully we'll get that chuck mounted tonight, and that would be great. All this is working and functioning as it should now, and coming along slowly but surely. Just a quick note here as I'm getting this sucker buttoned up with the bolts in it. Big fan of never sees, or anti-seize, whatever you call it. I call it never sees, but anti-seize, especially with grinders, you got coolant, everything rusts. Never sees, always use it. So before I wire the chuck in, I'm assuming I need to know which one's positive and which one's negative, because DC. I really don't know, but I assume so. So I got it plugged in and power on, and got the wires touching, and I'm showing 120 volts. Oops, I make right. Let's see if you can see. Probably can't see. It's dark. Right there. So I'm not reading negative, so that tells me that oh man, it's hard to see. That wire right there that my red one's on is my positive. Okay, so to test it, I hooked up my white wire as positive and black as my negative. I'm not an electrician, but that makes sense. Have not turned it on, have not seen if it's magnetic yet, so let's see. No sparks. Oh yeah, sucker ain't going nowhere. Awesome, sweet. Oh, sweet. Gosh, that is awesome. Well, now what's just left is to finish up the wiring and get it all routed nice, and I'll probably zip tie it, move it over, and have it come down, loop down, and come through here. And like I said, I'll probably use butt connectors, not wire nuts, and just because I think that'll be better, especially if there's coolant on it ever. Especially those butt connectors have the shrink wrap, and they like have a glue, they melt and then be like watertight. So I think those are the way to go. And cool. Oh, that's exciting.